So she's got nice discs. Okay. Okay, so just to orient you, this is a side view of the brain here. So we've got the front part of the head here. This is your cute little smushed in nose and nasal cavity. And then top part of the head, back part of the brain, spinal cord here, and the upper neck area. And then the white in this sequence is gonna be spinal fluid. So you see how there's all these like dips and dives here. And then the gray is the brain tissue. So you don't really see it as well in this view. If you go over here, this is a direct view end on at the brain. So where this white line is, we're looking directly at the brain.
And those are her eyes?
Yeah, those are her eyes. Right side, left side. So if she's a cute little bark. So if we zoom through, I'm looking for symmetry. So the other, I guess, little thing I notice about her brain that I'll see what radiology has to say. So these are the sulci. So you know how your brain has a lot of grooves and dips and dives to increase surface area? Spinal fluid flows through all that. Just subjectively, they looked kind of wide for me for a 5-year-old dog. But I'll see what radiology has to say. So that when I say that, I mean some brain atrophy, or is that just from the metabolic disease? So it's just something I noticed. But if we zoom down here, and I'll show you another sequence, but there's some symmetrical white spots here. It's just in that area. It's very subtle. So then whenever I have this sequence, I turn to a different one where basically all the fluid gets suppressed. So fluid is going to be dark, okay? And the gray tissue is going to be brain tissue is going to be gray, and any type of inflammation or something is going to be white. So this sequence really helped, because if we scroll down, you see how this starts looking white here? It's symmetrical. On both sides, it looks exactly the same, and it's all along here. It's just in what we call the white matter of the brain. Is it okay if I'm talking? She's trying to chime in.
She wants me to hold her.
Aw. So yeah, that's one thing. That's the one thing I noticed. And then,
so that white means what?
So when I see bilaterally symmetrical bright spots in the white matter of the brain, I think metabolic, nutritional, or even like certain neurodegenerative diseases will do that. And what prompted me to look at the ammonia was we were getting through the MRI here. And this is called a T1 weighted sequence. We do, basically everything is going to be, all tissue is going to be gray, and then fat is going to be white. So this is kind of like what we call our pre-contrast. We kind of want to compare pre and post contrast. And what caught my eye on her, on this sequence, is you see the brightness down here? It's so subtle, but it's there. The TV is kind of hard. This is the brightness I was talking about, where I think about metabolic issues, primarily liver. So that's why I was like, we should run an ammonia on her. So that's what prompted me to do that, because it's in the region of what we call the lentiform nuclei. And if this area is bright on specifically this T1 image, you think about liver dysfunction. So that's why I did that. And then we did contrast, and I didn't really see anything like those symmetrical, if the thing will load.
So you don't think at this point that it was a toxin that she got?
It still could be. Would it still be a toxin that affected the liver per se and caused the ammonia to be high? It's just, it's a very strange presentation. I'm going to show you the muscle situation too. So here's her post-contrast side view image. What I wanted to see is, did those bright spots in the brain light up after contrast? So if we look here and on at the brain here, so this again was there before. Start seeing a little brightness here, and then see that? You see how this area takes up contrast in comparison to this area. So I'm like, did you hit your head, or is this an area of inflammation in the muscle? You see, that's interesting as well. If we go back to where those bright spots were, this looks exactly the same as before. If we even compare the two together, just scroll them together. So I always hold them up together to see, okay, is there anything looking different after contrast? And it looks pretty much the same to me. So those bright spots did not take up